Well, the closing bell is going to ring. We have got 4.5 minutes to go. As you can see, markets are in the red, but the S&P, we have had a little bit of a reversal. We are up 1.9 points. These numbers are volatile. The markets, the bells will ring, but there's still some settling. So we shall see what happens with, of course, the S&P 500. As for oil prices, down today. WTI, as you can see right there, we are now below $70 a barrel. Brent crude is at 72.14. President Trump posting on Truth Social that Iran and that attack yesterday when they fired on that unidentified projectile and they hit that cargo ship in the Strait. He said this was a foolish violation of Iran's ceasefire agreement. So oil markets are going to be watching any developments through the weekend with the Strait of Hormuz and this, well, let's just say fragile ceasefire between the United States and Iran. Traders are preparing for SpaceX to join the Russell 1000 after the bell as part of the major reconstitution. SpaceX set to be added to the NASDAQ 100 index on July 6th. Our countdown closer says with all the market volatility, now is a good time to buy on the dip. Joining me now, GDS Wealth Management Chief Investment Officer Glen Smith. $2.2 billion of assets under management. So, these moves, especially with SpaceX and kind of the rebalancing and the entering of these new indexes, it really does kind of shake the market up.
Absolutely. The market's starting to broaden out. 2023, 24, and 25 have mainly been the Magnificent Seven, if you will. But you're starting to see other sectors do well, whether it's healthcare, financials. So I think there's plenty of opportunities still out there, even though tech has stolen the show as of late. And
you say buy on the dip. I think the question is, when is that dip, and also how far that dip is going to be, because we keep seeing so much volatility right now, in particular, not just with SpaceX, which I mentioned a moment ago, but just in general. We're seeing a rotation out of tech. There's concerns about AI, about the data centers, the not backyard. We talked about that earlier, but also in the chip space.
I think it's a question of having your shopping list and then slowly dollar cost averaging into those positions as it makes sense. I mean, just in the last few weeks, some of the big winners have had a ton of volatility. So if you're not participating in these are great opportunities to start chipping away and establishing a position into these.
All right, let's talk about some of your stock picks here, because the one that got my attention was Micron. Why?
So Micron's a position that we established in 2024. It's 10x since then. What people think about when they think of AI, they think of the semiconductors. But what they forget is it's not just about the semiconductors. You have to have the memory, and even more so the high bandwidth memory, HBM. And Micron is the leader when it comes to that. People might think, man, well, am I too late to the party? It's already 10x. The reality is it's at a 10 times forward earnings. So it's still extremely fairly priced for what it's doing, even though it's already rallied plenty.
So you still say room to grow on Micron?
Exactly. Earnings, they just talked about it this week. Earnings for this quarter was quadruple what it was the same quarter of last year. So they've justified it and grew into how much it's grown.
What about the metals market right now? We had seen so much interest in whether it was gold or silver, but you're changing your story a little bit here. What is it?
Yeah, so gold itself, we're never fans of. The problem with gold, it doesn't have an asset, doesn't have a revenue, there's no dividend. What we like to do, and this is a very new position for us, is Newmont mining. What Newmont does is it produces the gold. So rather than just relying on gold going up, this is a way you're getting paid to be patient. With everything going on geopolitically, central banks buying gold, we think this is a position that should do well over the next few years. And it's relatively cheap at also at 10 times forward earnings.
So you've got Newmont Mining and obviously Lam Research.
Yeah, Lam Research is not quite as cheap as the two previous stocks I mentioned. Yeah. But the beautiful thing about Lam Research is if you want to take advantage of any upswing in AI, you don't have to pick the semiconductor winner. These semiconductors have to have the technology that Lam Research provides it to build the semiconductors.
There you go. Glen Smith, thank you so much. Here we go. Dow, S&P, NASDAQ all in the red for this Friday. That is it for the Claman Countdown. Pablo is next.